They say we controversial and we breaking the virtues. Now that we in the game, we in every commercial. Magazine, radio, we stay interviewing. Might hit up Wendy Williams just to ask her, how you doing? I wake up every morning, my face in every blog. Freaky boys, t-shirts, every catalog. They try to bring us down, but we say fuck the press. And all these weak rappers time to take a fucking rest. I'm finna sock it too.
Do you really? I need to check it out.
It's really good. What's telling me behind this? There's no Draco, right?
I listen to it.
Had to hit her in the DM. Rather hit it in the PM. Got a double tap every time I see them. Hit me with a business card, I might see them. Darling, excuse me, I'm a former workaholic with a weakness for affection, and I hope to beg your pardon. I really think your garments are my favorite color scarlet. My friends will call me rapper, but I really favor artists with my manners. A nervous manner, I think you're beautiful. I probably say that often, but it's different than usual. I can see you slaying, putting bodies in the funeral. Didn't even tell you all the things I wanna do to you, a queen. You deserve the front of magazines. Baby, gonna get the finer things. You ain't gotta fight it, let it be. All you gotta do is stay with me. Gotta take a chance when you put it on the line. Don't worry about the future, baby. I didn't understand, you ain't tryna waste your time. That's a trouble, but the mothers ain't me. I can definitely show ya, I can definitely show ya. Baby, that's nothing that I want to for ya. Take it to my place, come on, that's what I want ya. You can tell your time, let me get to it. Yeah, you know I'm with it if you with it. You can tell your friend of mine I've been it. Everybody wanna be Dr. Phil, you keep your 2 cents, cause I'm all about dollar bills. Basically this money on my meds. But really I've been feeling your potential. Sharp like a number 2 pencil. We don't need a title if you want it pretty simple. Just need you in my life like the sunshine. Take you places that don't let us sunshine. Baby hook, baby, I'm on one time. Deep lady, that is not a punchline. I ain't gonna lie. I'm a hater. She play with a baby, but I never go bombing no spray. If you coming over to them close, baby, I like go get it. She got energy all over the site. She ready? You ready? Take it to my place, come on, let me hold ya. You can take it to my place. 20-something, you can't find love in Southern California. Girl, you always play so hard to get, let me get to know ya. If it's worth it, then I'll fight for you. Just gotta show me. Just show me. Gotta take a chance when you put it on the line. Every word of the future like me. I can understand why you're trying to waste your time. That's the trouble, but the mothers ain't me. I can definitely show ya. I can definitely show ya. Baby girl, there's nothing that I wanna do for ya. Take it to my place, come on, let me hold ya. We can take our time, let me get to know ya. Can I get to know ya? Take a chance when you put it on the line. Every word of the future like me. I can understand why you're trying to waste your time. That's the trouble, but the mothers ain't me. I can definitely show ya. I can definitely show ya. Baby girl, there's nothing that I wanna do for ya. Take it to my place, come on, let me hold ya. We can take our time, let me get to know ya. Can I get to know ya? Hey. Get to know ya.
Okay.
Come on Friday. Thank you, brother. Thank you.
This shit make me want a dirty one.
This shit make me want that dirty one. Every time the hook come on, I do this. I don't know. It just makes me want to do that.
Introduce the song.
Let's get to know ya. Produced by MJ Nichols is a really good song. I want to drop it. No, produced by Des Wright. Sorry. Produced by Des Wright is gonna come out this Friday on all platforms. That's what I'm aiming for. So you know, we're gonna make this shit rock. You know, make this shit rock.
Big facts. Okay. Welcome to episode 12 of Opinionated. Bitch. I am Louis Jones.
Bitch.
I am Mark Hayes.
Now Michael Devon Block.
Bam. And we would like to thank you all for tuning in. We are at 12 episodes. That is about 3 months of Opinionated.
Big facts.
Great job, guys. Great job, guys.
That's the math.
I originally had the goals to make this the last episode of season 1. Oh, thank you, sir.
Tag.
are basically
Brotherhood grew.
Yeah. So let's kind of reflect over the last 12 weeks, the last 12 episodes. Because it's been about a good straight 3 months. I think we started like on March the 4th or whatever.
Oh, nigga.
No. Was your birthday on a Tuesday?
My birthday was close to that. No, we started 3 weeks after my birthday. Because I remember we came back.
No, we did not. We started
because I came back from vacation and we started. 22nd.
Nigga,
I think.
we started 12 weeks ago.
We started 12 weeks. 12 weeks.
I'm thinking of the actual date. Like, what actual date did we go? It was like the
12 weeks ago on Tuesday.
12 weeks. Whatever day. I'm not even. I'm doing it.
Go back. Like, it was that Tuesday.
We started on the 20th.
It was
27th.
because Mariah Carey's birthday 27, which was the second episode.
20th. We started on 20th.
That's how I remember.
March 20th. Bam.
Yep.
All right, we went through all that just to find a date. All right, cool. Let's go.
Right. So, it's been 12 episodes. Season 1 of this show will end at 12 episodes, and we're going to start again, season 2. It's going to be a couple of surprises coming up, so stay tuned, rock with us, continue to like, share this video, comment, interact. If you have any questions, interact. If you have any questions,
Shit, we started
today. Wrong word. Right? If you guys have any questions that you want us to answer, any topics you want us to answer, please comment now in the comment section, and we will read a few of the questions, maybe one, at the end of this show.
I need to renegotiate my contract for season 2.
We all need to renegotiate everything season 2.
Big fact.
But we will get there.
Big money.
We're gonna get there. We have a lot in store.
A raise.
We have a lot.
You will be hearing from my people, Lewis Jones.
I work with
This nigga took a sip.
Oh shit! Oh, I ain't been on that. I drank all my juice.
Big facts.
Interesting.
So, guys, what have you been up to?
Oh man, I just been working on music, doing the damn thing,
Doing the damn thing.
Doing the damn thing. What about yourself, man? I was at your show last night.
Hey man, listen, I tore that bitch down last night. I tore that bitch down. I tore that motherfucker down last night.
Killing, opening up to the he called himself an emotional bitch.
It was a motherfucking story.
Real shit.
It was a story last night.
I had some comments about that statement. I did.
You're an emotional ass bitch.
Yes, because I don't want you to soften the blow or try to put on. And that's what we do. We put on this tough act, or it's not you're not a bitch. You're not a soft emotional bitch. You're not none of that.
Yeah, I'm emotional.
Yeah, that's comedy.
I know what the comedy is. Today we're going to kind of be talking about some of those similar issues, and I'll make sure that you know that you're not an emotional bitch.
Listen, I'm just here to say you are not alone, emotional ass bitch ass man.
I ain't no emotional bitch.
Oh yeah, I'm emotional.
I'm an emotional ass bitch.
But I don't want to say I'm a bitch. But I felt where you were going.
We ain't gotta have.
I was at the show on a second. I was at the show on a second.
I didn't do that joke.
You didn't.
What? I saved that joke for last night.
Yeah, that was totally different.
Wait.
I went to the show in a second.
Brother, all my shows have new jokes, new original shit. I like to give the people, fresh shit.
I fuck so. What about you, Louis? What you do?
I didn't do anything.
This boy Louis got the whole movie case, like the whole
I didn't
movie
do anything. I'm
set up.
just, tomorrow my students graduate high school and they go off to. Some of them going to group. Unfortunately, some of them going to group homes. It made me emotional, kind of, because this is the age where parents feel like, okay, I can't handle it anymore. So where some of the other students are going off to college, my students are going to group homes and special programs, whatever, to try to get them ready to be independent in the community. So, it's been a tough ride or whatever. But
Damn, ain't a lot. That hurt.
It's a really emotional thing. Like one of my students.
So you're an emotional ass bitch?
No, I'm not. I'm emotional.
Okay.
But I can be a bitch. I can be a bitch.
So you're emotional, and you can be.
So I'm the only emotional ass bitch on the panel?
I think so.
Big facts.
I think so.
Big facts.
I think you may.
No, bro. Myself is very emotional.
Myself is an emotional ass bitch.
Okay.
I don't know, man. It's hard to call myself. I've been working my whole life to not be called a bitch.
That's the fight, bitch.
Speaking of bitch.
Speaking of bitch. Oh, cunt. I'm sorry. Let's move on. We all here. opening up and being brotherly. And shit.
I didn't drop what's the name?
This nigga.
I didn't drop the topic.
Drop the
topic. Lord, what was the order? We gonna wing it today.
We gonna wing it, or you can just pick it, or Mike can just pick it up.
That's not the one I need. That's not the one I need. We gonna make it do what it do. Boom, boom, boom.
But he wasn't expecting the cut line.
I wasn't. Thank you.
It's an expert.
That was
perfect transition.
That would have been perfect.
Speaking of bitch,
okay.
the word
first topic of the day. We're ready.
God damn.
First topic of the day. The late night comedian and host Samantha Bee called Ivanka Trump a cunt on TV. Should she be faced with the same backlash as Roseanne? Why or why not? I'm going to start with Mike.
Oh, we going this way first,
Going
guys?
this way.
Nah. I mean, you can't like. All right, so Shorty called her an emotional ass bitch. What's her credentials? Like, what is she popping?
Called her emotional ass bitch.
Oh, y'all see what my mind is? Y'all see what my mind is?
Shorty called her emotional ass bitch. You know?
Okay, so now, all right, so she called Shorty a cunt, but what's her like credentials? What, does she have like a show?
Yeah,
she has a show.
She's a late night host.
Late night
Yeah.
host. Oh,
That Caucasian lady.
No, let's be this is.
Exactly. Who is this?
It's okay to not know. I don't have to come to the fucking show.
It's not.
It's okay.
It's not okay.
It is okay. It's okay to ask questions. It's important for society to know that if you don't know something, you can ask a fucking question and be informed.
But then your opinion is no longer valid.
It's
You don't know shit
It's
about
authentic. But it's authentic. It's authentic.
You want people to have you understand your
I ain't
opinion.
no fucking expert, and neither are you. So don't fucking sit here and act like.
What's your opinion on it?
Huh?
What's your opinion on it?
My opinion on it? Hey, listen, freedom of speech.
Freedom of
Motherfucking speech.
What?
And it's different, man. When you can't call somebody a motherfucking ape and literally insult the motherfucking best president we've ever fucking had. Relax, Pierre. I know you're a Trump supporter. You know I'm gonna introduce it to every episode, nigga, until you stop.
Until the screen go black.
It's a difference between doing all that and calling somebody a cunt. I never really understood the depth of that word cunt anyway.
Yeah, it's really dirty.
It is.
I mean, it
sounds
and it's
nasty.
basically
It's
like bitch, but
yeah, it's mean.
Yeah.
Like, it's not degrading an entire race of people. It's just degrading one person.
Right.
So should she get canceled for it? No.
Turn it over to her.
See that? Look, I didn't know about it, and I still gave you a fucking great ass.
A great motherfucking opinion, Mike.
Big
You
facts.
did your motherfucking
Big facts.
thing in this
Big
bitch.
facts.
Turn it over to the next person.
All right, so my opinion on the matter of the fact
The Mac Pattern.
of the Mac Fadden of the Mac Daddy, blah 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 blah. But my opinion of it all is I'm surprised that you could say cunt on TV. Like, did it get bleeped out? It was
I think
it's
so.
a live
It didn't get bleeped
live
out?
show.
It was
night,
script, like it was in a prompter.
It was in the prompter, and
Yeah.
she just said "cunt" on TV.
So that means like producers, executive, a lot of
Like everybody was just on board with this.
I hope you want
Like, so many people were just like,
I'm not working
everybody
for a
put their job
prompter.
on risk for that word. You know what I'm saying? So she must have really meant it. Honestly, I feel like America doesn't know enough about Ivanka Trump to come to the conclusion that she's a cunt. Because we literally don't know nothing about her. Cause shit, every time she speaks, it's like, shut up, bitch. Move to the back. You know what I'm saying? She can barely speak English. But, honestly, what?
I mean, if she can barely speak English, then she
She can barely speak English. It is what it is.
English.
I don't. The Melania?
Ivanka.
I ain't never heard the bitch talk. Ever.
Ivanka's the daughter.
Switch. Okay.
Ivanka.
Y'all
thinking about
Melania. All the
I'm thinking about Melania this entire time.
I think about Melania too.
The whole time.
Oh,
I don't give a shit.
man, nobody care about any of them niggas.
None of them.
Like, they can say whatever they want to say about them on TV. And like he said, they're not degrading the whole race of people like Roseanne ass was. So it is what it is. You know,
Maybe she was-
Melania, Ivanka,
she was-
all them Trump bastards, they could all just kick rocks. I don't give a fuck. I don't know. Huh? I'm sorry.
He calmed down.
I'm sorry. I just got a little heated.
Mike,
I really don't like Trump, bro.
Mike, hold on.
But when does it become a person thing versus a race thing? Like if I'm
Because if I call you a cunt, I'm
yeah,
calling you
but
a cunt.
Roseanne called the woman a ape. She was literally talking about the woman. She wasn't talking. But that ain't got nothing to do with me and you arguing.
It's a record of people historically calling us apes.
It's a record of everybody fucking arguing.
Transcribed into race. You know what I'm saying? That's like there's no. It's a very thin wall.
Okay, but even but that woman does look like the lady out Planet of the Apes. She looks identical to that woman.
So you
like identical.
The H&M with the coolest monkey in the jungle.
The mother don't give a fuck. And
follow Prince Pierre on Twitter.
Oh, that man.
And on Instagram
for his alt-right rhetoric.
Yes, you know. But I'll take over the question. Basically, no, them two different scenarios. Basically, with Samantha Bee, one thing about that comment was that the comment was it was approved, it was produced, it was post-produced, and it was aired on TV.
That's insane. A lot of people put
everybody touched it and sent it through. Like, the thing about that comment, the thing about it is that Samantha Bee, she doesn't have a known history of disrespecting people,
or any history that's known. Don't know who she is, man.
That's between you and whoever else.
She got nominated for an Emmy, right?
And whoever else y'all agree with.
I'm joking.
But moving forward,
I knew that much.
I just wrap it up. But I need you to wrap it up. Because we got to continue. But
wrap it up, B.
But anyway, basically, she apologized. She immediately apologized for it. She took responsibility of accountability for it. And the network also issued an apology for the comment as well. Mm-hmm. The thing about Roseanne is that Roseanne has a history of saying derogatory comments and degrading comments. And that wasn't her first time using aid. And it's her day today. It's her day. And everything that she's getting, she deserves it. Samantha Bee, if it becomes a continuous thing, then she'll also be out too. But the word cunt also is, in America, is considered a derogatory term, but overseas it's not a derogatory term.
What exactly?
But that's with everything.
A cunt is a vagina.
You know, in the bar room, you know,
I can't tell women how to feel about a certain word.
My thing is, as long as we always are like, oh, we can say this, y'all can say that. Like, nothing is ever going to change. Nobody wants to be policed about words if everybody else have freedom of speech.
Freedom of
speech besides another person. Like, how about we just stop doing derogatory shit, period? She can call the first lady of the United States of America a cunt. If it was Michelle Obama, we would be ready to end this fucking show.
I didn't say she
They didn't get a Michelle, but they have though. They ain't been healed,
and we went fucking nuts.
Right.
We went fucking nuts. But now we're like, yeah.
No, but that's how people
and
are.
it's never going to. That's never going to solve any fucking thing.
You keeping that same energy,
right?
Yes.
But we should definitely stop.
All derogatory comments and words needs to go.
Yes, like no matter where it's coming from.
That growth, brother.
You are dealing with educated people. I will assume they're educated, but you're dealing with people, adults. You're dealing with adults, and people know what to say and what not to say, and they choose to say anyway. And I feel like that's where the problem comes in.
I just think it's the platform. Mm-hmm. It's the fact that they have these platforms and
they just say whatever.
And it's been degraded, because of. But it starts where? At the top.
Mm-hmm.
So the conduct.
But they've been doing that long before Trump got into office.
Long before.
So I know he was the lead back example and stuff like that. But these people are also.
I'm all about keeping the same energy.
And like people gotta understand, like the entertainment business is like massively liberal. So like
massively.
Well, no, it is. 100%. Massively. I like it is.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So it's gonna like.
You can't be an artist and be conservative.
It's massively liberal.
It's the mind.
It's liberal. It's liberal at the forefront.
Yeah.
But it definitely ain't liberal behind the fucking thing.
It's like once you get a certain pay grade,
$20 million check.
Hey man, I think we should keep things the same. You know what I'm saying? I like this money. I just got this money. I would like to keep this money.
So Bernie want me to pay more taxes?
Exactly. Like, I don't know about that one.
You feel me?
Can I just do charity? I can write that shit off.
Is it?
We're gonna go on to the next topic.
Right.
Great topics. The next topic. What are your thoughts on Kim Kardashian West's visit to the White House to discuss prison reform? is she the right person for the job? I'm going to start off with
Jesus Christ.
It's like,
this is America.
yeah, it's like, why? It's like, I feel like Kim Kardashian West on prison reform. Like, when you say it out loud, just hear Kim Kardashian West visits the president and discusses prison reform.
They both reality stars.
Both reality stars. That's a good connection, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Neither one of these people know anything about prison. They probably read about it.
At all.
I don't think they've been around people who've been there. Maybe probably for cocaine
Kim
charges.
has a history.
Who?
Kim.
She thinks she's been in prison.
Centoya Brown, who Centoya Brown is? She helped get that whole thing down in Tennessee started.
Say what?
Okay. Well, I still don't feel like Kardashians is an adamant person for these jobs.
No, just anybody.
Anybody.
The fact that Donald Trump would take that motherfucking meeting in the first place. First of all, it's publicity, son. Second of all, he's a piece of shit. He's a piece of shit.
It's all
a piece of
publicity.
shit. It's just a bunch of pieces of shits. And it's idiocracy. It's idiocracy. It's the damn movie with my man, it's Terry Crews in them. It's idiocracy.
That was a good movie.
Like you just. What the fuck is what? Like I could see if she went to Trump to talk about like here's plastic surgery reform, or this is makeup reform, this is a reality TV show reform. But like the last thing, like yo, if I was in jail and I was like yo, I'm waiting to get this sentence overturned, and my last hope was Kim K. Give me the chair, nigga.
Give me the chair. Okay, nigga. All I did was sell an ounce of weed.
Well, I'm gonna comment on that. I think that she's a great person for the cause, and the reason why
you agree,
I feel she's a great person for the cause. And
she
the
has a history, man.
A history of dick sucking. My bad.
The reason about it.
God, I can't say shit like that. That's gonna come.
Yes, you so misogynistic.
That's not misogyny. I've seen her suck dicks.
Yeah, we've had.
After all the shit Kim Kardashian did, all you think she is a dick sucker. Well, obviously she just met the president of the United States of America to help motherfuckers get the fuck out of jail.
Kim Kardashian is a businesswoman, but the thing about it is that I'm gonna make my comment. The thing about it is that she has been educating herself on the topic. She has been.
How do you know, nigga?
Because she a professional in prison reform because she educated herself.
So you research her research? You researched enough to know.
Oh, she just know it all. She read a couple books. She's a professional. She got
Kim
this.
Kardashian went on Twitter and she saw this case of a woman who was a first offender, had a drug case, and was sentenced damn near to life in a sense. She'd been in jail for like 20 years. She's a great grandmother, and basically they feel like she was overcharged. And Kim is working with the president to get her sentence overturned and get her released so she can enjoy the rest of her life. I'm all for that. I'm all for that.
That's a specific incident.
Now, the thing about what we must understand, and she's working with some other people as well. But what we must understand is that I've come to terms that I don't care what you do to make it, as long as you make it. That's your God. That's between you and God and whoever else. My thing about it is that now that you are in the position to make a change, are you going to do so? And I feel like she's doing so.
And here's my thing. Like I said earlier, I'm all about keeping that same motherfucking energy. And when Meek Mill got his ass out of jail and he was supposed to meet the fucking president, didn't nobody want him to meet the president of the United States.
Nigga has jail experience.
Well, guess what? We didn't want to meet the president because guess what? Y'all would have been like, this nigga done met with Trump. This nigga done met with Trump. Oh shit, he's a motherfucking. So y'all don't want to see the black prison man meet with Trump. So why not the white?
Y'all want to see Kanye West meet with Trump.
Like y'all don't want to see no black people meet with Trump. Anybody that goes, all black people canceling they visit to the motherfucking White House because we don't want nobody in there with the orange man or 45, whatever you choose to call him. So why not the white girl? Why not the white girl that sleeps with all the black men and she actually likes black men? Why not? Why not her?
I just gotta get this out. They did say that.
How's it off the record?
She likes rich black men.
No.
How's it off the record?
Because I'm distinguishing because basically my opinion. Listen. My opinion about Kim Kardashian stands, but I still needed to get the joke out. Basically,
what joke? Man?
Basically, black men been in and out of two places, prison.
Oh, you're so petty. Oh,
I didn't get that.
He had to shut everybody up. Listen.
Separate. That's separate. I had to throw that joke out there, but the thing about it, my comment stays the same because it's contradicting to each other. It's contradicting to each other.
Coochie hashtag Coochie grabbing president. Sean said, "What is her motivation?" I'll let y'all know what her motivation is.
Her motivation is to get more black men.
I think she should have focus on mental health and health insurance. It seems like that's closer to home.
That's a great point.
What was it?
Why said that?
I think she should have focused on mental health and health insurance. It seems like that.
She has a lot of experience with mental health issues her entire.
But how we gonna tell somebody what they?
You know, like you can't tell me what I want people.
The thing is, you cannot please anybody. So when you get to a position where when you get to a position where you have power, any little things hurt because it's people in power who choose to do nothing. So doing something is great in my book. If you went there to expand the bags of Cheetos, I don't give a fuck. Like you doing something. Cause so
I don't know. I feel like we giving her too much credit saying that she did research. Like Kim Kardashian.
No, she did.
But, so here's the thing.
Y'all niggas know she did research.
So here's the thing. So when I say this, she didn't just go for prison reform. She had a goal. There's a woman in jail. I don't know her name right now at this moment.
So Terry Brown?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Is that what her last name? No. There's a woman in jail that went to jail on a non-murderous case, like drug case, and she's serving life. She's a black woman. Kim Kardashian is literally working to get the president to get her out of jail. So Kim Kardashian is literally the face of this woman's
So when
case.
you say prison reform, are you talking in the broad perspective, like she's helping overall prison reform, or she's helping individuals?
So she's doing overall. She's doing overall, but her main goal is to get that woman out of jail because the woman is a grandmother. She's like 60 years old. She went to jail for a drug something, and she's serving life.
You know what, guys? You opened up my mind to it, and I was like,
"Cause what we doing?
I ain't helping.
I ain't helping a motherfucker."
I'm saying you're right.
I ain't trying to.
Always like
When you got that platform and that money, you got time to do that.
Exactly, but you can do it now. None broke niggas out here really trying to. They in front of the White House marching right now, broken down. Once you go to jail, I forget about you.
That's true. But I'm saying, I still stand on the fact that I don't feel like she's the best person for it. But I do agree with you. It is good that she's actually doing it.
I agree.
She shouldn't be the face, but I applaud you for saying I want to take a
I'm gonna do something
on my own personal core.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, like
I'm still trying to figure out how the fuck you know
it's been
the person's research.
Man, she just trying.
Her lawyers have done the research.
Exactly.
Someone said she has a research team.
Research team, yeah, exactly.
I don't want nobody with a research team defending anybody.
Y'all are reading too much into it, and we're gonna move on. Y'all reading too much.
That's literally
we're gonna move on to the next topic. On to the next topic.
You gotta hire people that are smarter than you.
Me too.
That's what you gotta do. That shit.
That's in every book.
That's in every book.
That's in Russell Simmons book.
Yeah, count. He said it.
You gotta be a genius. You just gotta be smart enough to hire genius.
Yeah. On to the next topic. We have the Me Too movement, of course, but men too. Let's talk about it. Have you ever been sexually assaulted or sexually harassed or felt uncomfortable by the actions of others? How did you handle it? How does it make you feel today? I'm going to start off with Mike.
I mean, I work at a bar, yo, so I get aggressively hit on by like women and gay dudes consistently.
And men, just say women and men.
Okay. What? Huh? You can't say gay dudes? What the fuck? You can't say gay dudes?
Because how you know they gay? Because they hit on you.
Because they know. I didn't. That's exactly why I'm gay.
Are you gay?
That's
I wondered that.
Huh?
I'm not gay.
No, bisexual.
I feel like you're gay.
I'm shutting the fuck up because key powers are down.
Because straight niggas get drunk and hit on any fucking thing.
No.
Just say y'all know. That's 3 people out of
those
7 billion
sexual gay fantasies.
Listen, you say girls and then you say gays. Not even distinguish if the girls may be gay.
Yeah, like you.
Why would the girl hit on me if she was gay? Because y'all talking about it.
The same reason straight bitches hit on women all the time.
What are y'all talking about?
So y'all never seen a straight girl?
No.
So y'all never.
I've seen straight.
So y'all never seen straight girls hit on exactly, but that's the same thing. So if I get drunk and tell Mike he's sexy, that's hitting on him or just compliment?
That's hitting on me.
Exactly. So what's the difference?
Me and this guy.
So what's the difference between a girl telling another woman she's sexy as hell and it's just a compliment?
Man, we are from Texas. Too much. All right.
Just say women and men hit on you. Huh? Women and men hit on you. Just say that.
Or gays. Gay women or gay men.
Don't just say women and men.
Yeah.
All right, y'all ready? Y'all ready to start over?
He's gonna say the same thing. He's gonna say the same thing.
Straight women.
Can Mike have the floor? Can Mike have the floor?
So I work at this bar, right? And like mad women and gay dudes hit on me all the fucking time. And it's like, and like sometimes, you know, like sometimes I can be like, hey, you know, appreciate it, but I'm straight, yeah. But sometimes they fucking go overboard.
Oh yeah.
Like that DM that I posted the other day. Sometimes they just fucking go overboard. And that's when I fucking feel uncomfortable. Like sometimes I'll just be walking around my bar and there'll be a table full of gay dudes. And I'll hear shit like, Lord, and just
all the text calls. I know what you mean, man. I've been there. It's like,
you don't find it flattering?
I love it. At first, I used to be uncomfortable, but it's like, but it's like, I don't know. It depends on the situation, because sometimes it's like overdone.
Sometimes the first time it's flattering, but if every time I walk by you,
what you gonna do after this?
And that's going to be my commitment.
It's aggressive, but it's because of guys. Guys are like that towards girls.
It's a guy. It's aggressive now because it's on the
No, I said
y'all be about to damn near rape women on the way home from
that's what I'm saying. I definitely from this or into this. Are you done? Are you done? All right. So look, I can say I feel empathy for women ever since I moved to Hollywood. I mean, I've had the experience working at my job and shit, but now it's just like doing regular things. It's like going to the grocery store. It's like, hey, I'm like, I just came to get some cereal. Like, man, I didn't come here for this.
Hey, LA will change your perspective on that. And it's like now I don't even like approach women like
I don't approach women like that because I know how they feel now. Because like the dudes, like especially in Hollywood, there's a lot of transgender people, and they come on strong, man. They're like, yo, you ain't even about one of them like rubbed my shoulder while I was in line. I was like, no, can you please not do that?
I had a dude in my DMs the other day. He was like, hey, I just wanted to tell you I can't stay off your page. You're sexy as fuck. I said, yo, I appreciate you. Thanks for the support, bro. But I'm straight.
Yeah, exactly.
Guess what? Instead of saying, oh, okay, cool. Well, yo, I'm a fan of you. Guess what this nigga said? Well, I mean, have you ever tried it? You don't know unless you tried it. Like, you ever just want to fuck around?
All noodles are straight.
The piggyback off that story, bro.
All noodles are straight to you.
Exactly. No, but hey, you just send me a DM. They be like, nah. I mean, I had some straight dudes try it before, blah blah blah, and I'm like, nah, don't roll that.
All noodles are straight to you.
They be aggressive, bro.
They do like slide my DM.
No, they be sliding. That's because I be taking shirtless pictures.
Come sit on this side of the camera for one episode.
Don't worry, once we start making all these movies, they'll see me.
Man, you know what I'm saying? Let's see a shirtless scene, man. It's like you gonna get them. You're gonna be all in your DMs. They love it.
That's how I feel.
But it is flattering. I ain't gonna lie.
Women, gay and straight, men, gay and straight. My DM.
I ain't never been hit on by a straight man.
I've been hit on by straight.
If it's a straight man, I've been questionable. I'm like,
because some people just uncomfortable. And straight men have different ways on hitting on you. Oh, I bet you got all the hoes, don't you, bro? That was my compliment all in high school. I bet you got so many hoes, bro. That's basically you telling me I'm fine.
Listen, I'm gonna make this statement, and of course I got the receipts to back it up. If y'all want to talk after the post show,
receipts.
Ain't no fucking post show. My bad.
Nigga, that would be the actual post show.
This nigga here with these post show statements. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just going off that.
Post show.
Ain't no fucking post show.
We'll talk about it.
Ain't no fucking post show.
Plug that up.
Ain't no goddamn post show.
I get hit on. Listen. I get hit on by more straight men than I do gay men.
Then they're gay.
That's not true. And because y'all don't know that, we can talk about it.
How do I not know the difference?
Y'all do know this topic is about sexual harassment.
We go on for tangents. We go on tangents.
Let me go into my response.
I said I felt empathy for women.
Let me go into my response. Okay. I want to talk about, so recently, within the past 6 months, I was sexually assaulted by someone.
A straight dude? A straight dude?
No. Listen, because my mama is watching and my family is watching, and it's going to be kind of hard for me to like actually speak about it because I have to.
You got the floor.
No, literally, I have to reveal something that I didn't tell anybody. You know what I'm saying?
So this is getting real.
Yeah.
It is.
Do you think about it?
So the thing about it is that with guys, these things happen to us, and of course, it happens all the time, and we push it off, or we don't really speak about it, or we try to brush it under the rug. But I want to open up everybody's mind and to really assess the fact that, are you affected by it? Like, you said somebody slid into your DMs, and you saying somebody rubbed you, but are you coping with it by covering it up and pushing it to the side and not making a bigger deal of it, or are you truly affected by it?
I feel like I'm affected by it in the sense of I have more, like I said earlier, I have more empathy for women in like their everyday situation. Like she came to the grocery store just to get groceries. She came to the gym to work out. She came to do this. So it's like, I'm not about to go here
and imagine people blaming them. Imagine people blaming them for the cause of it. You know,
that's
like I'm mad. Like you walk around with basketball shorts and your shirt off in the summer. But if a woman wears some booty shorts, it's like, oh, you asking for it because you got on booty shorts or whatever like that. I didn't have on any booty shorts. I didn't have on any booty shorts. But basically, I had somebody come up to me in a place and they basically groped me. And the thing about it, I'm like, okay, I've been groped. I've been groped a million times. You know what I'm saying? Like, I kind of like it. But it was something about that moment that it was just like,
you didn't ask for that.
I was just hurt. Like, it still affects me.
Is it because of the person who groped you, or is it because
it wasn't wanted? It wasn't wanted.
I ain't never groped by no attractive. Anybody attractive girl be female, like, hey, go ahead, sweetheart.
Go ahead, baby.
And
you like what you feel. Yeah, you like what you feel.
But that's the thing about it.
I'd be offended if you ain't finished the job. Most of them will be groping me and not going to touch his penis.
Man,
my bad. I never made me vulnerable. My bad. I'm so sorry. I was being so insensitive.
He's having this moment.
He started it.
My man be vulnerable.
Cam got me started.
Cisgender straight men are the devil.
They are. They problematic as ever. And that's the truth.
I'm a cisgender straight man.
And that's what we talking about.
Now you get it. That's
I'm just a man. Fuck all these labels.
I don't understand.
But when we just tried to explain to you that men are just men.
As soon as he's done, I'm gonna explain to you.
Okay. I'm not finished. Well, basically, I was groped, and the thing about it is that to this day, it makes me so uncomfortable. Even when I kind of like generalize it to like the whole population, and it's just like me being around people that even remind me of that type of person. It just truly affects me. And it just makes me like sick to my stomach, make me want to throw up. In a sense, you know.
So it was the person that had a big play into why.
It was them. Yeah, it was that person for doing it. Like, I didn't want it. I didn't expect it, and it was just like it wasn't no apology. It was just like it was forceful, and I'm just feeling like, no, like get away from me. You know,
that sounds
like it's so crazy, and I'm just like,
was it like at a party or something?
I'm not gonna go into details about it, but it was in a public setting. And it was just like it was like a public setting, but it was like off somewhere. And it was just like,
I just want to say,
did you feel
if you watching this and you broke my man's, it's on site, okay?
On site.
That's what
I was just about to ask you though.
So I recently went on Twitter. This happened Sunday. So on Sunday, every Sunday I MC at a club. I'm the face of this club in WeHo. So on Sunday in West Hollywood, WeHo. So on Sunday, and y'all know I'm an international superstar, whatever. I have my own bathroom in the club.
What?
But
that's players.
But
I'm going to your.
But
that's what I was thinking at first.
But I'm always on stage, and when if I have to use the bathroom, the public bathroom is literally right by the stage.
Right.
So instead of me going upstairs to my bathroom, I always go to the public bathroom because it's like what can happen in the bathroom. But this Sunday, a guy was really, really drunk, and as I was pissing, he came up and he grabbed me.
What?
So as I told him to stop, he basically said, "Please just let me suck it." Now listen, this is a crowded club, so the bathroom is packed. So he basically got on his knees and tried to suck my dick in front of everybody while I was pissing. So as I was like fighting him off, I was exposed to the whole bathroom, everybody in the bathroom, and it basically just like made me feel like so low and embarrassed. No, I stopped pissing.
I'm surprised you watch him.
I did. So but it didn't do nothing but get more attention towards me while my dick is out. So
bunch of niggas with your dick out.
basically, and it was embarrassing. And I got him put out the bathroom. But what was more embarrassing is once I came out the bathroom, I literally had to jump on stage and say basically like everybody having a good time tonight. Like really have to put a so I couldn't even like process it until like the next day, and I was just on Twitter and everybody was just showing me love and support and stuff, but all my friends were like, why didn't you just tell me? Like he could have caught this fade so quick. And I was just like, it was just like so embarrassing, and I felt like the victim because one, I'm always talking sexual. I mean, I felt like it was my fault because I'm always talking sexually on Twitter. I'm like this big sex figure and like or what is it called? Sex symbol. And I feel like people like would think that I was asking for it. Like I'm on stage and I'm talking about how sexy I am and I'm a freaky boy. And I felt like if I told people, they'll be like, well, what do you expect?
Right, exactly. And that's honestly probably the reaction of a lot of people would have.
That's true though. That's true.
Ignorant people would have.
But that's not what I expect. I still expect to be able to piss in a public bathroom without getting damn near raped in front of 30 motherfuckers.
That's true. And people don't know when stuff like that happens to you, the emotions that like sinks into you. It's you literally need therapy because it's so much that you have to unwind. It is not nothing that you can just brush off. You live with that forever. So imagine these women and these men who are forcefully like dealing with stuff where they just being raped and just taken advantage of. That shit. This is why suicide rates among victims is so high because
they just gotta live with it.
It's like really traumatizing. To me, it is like. And me, of course, I'm a freaky boy. You know, I'm a freaky boy in real life.
Honorary freaky boy.
But it was just for me. I feel like I don't know. I still have not processed it yet. It's just like it makes me just emotional. You know, so I have to like
see a therapist.
I am a therapist.
I mean, still therapists talk to therapists, don't they?
You got it, but no, it's just the fact that I keep a therapist on standby. I always go to therapy, but but it's just something that
I do try therapy.
Hey, bro. So can I explain the difference now between a straight dude and a gay dude?
There you go.
We know the difference.
Apparently you don't.
Yeah, you just said gay. You just said a straight dude.
Apparently you don't.
No, because I want you to understand that is subjective to the person, not to you. It's not up to you to determine if somebody is gay. I can sit up here and talk to a woman. I can flirt with her. We can kiss. We can hug. We can do whatever you think is a straight man. And you may look at me as a straight man if I'm doing all this with a woman. But if I don't identify as straight, I am not. Same works for gay people. If I'm a straight man and I feel like telling Mark he is cute today, I still can go home to my wife and my kids. I still can be a straight man. It's not up to you to be like, oh, he is gay.
It's a difference, but see, it's a difference between saying, yo, you a good looking dude. That's not necessarily hitting on you. Sometimes people are just open about, you know.
But this is that's what I basically that was the example I basically was arguing with Mark because he says women compliment each other all the time, and I've seen women they compliments go beyond. Bitch, your booty
Can I say we're sitting there watching like
that's the same thing.
If I'm at a bar and I'm having a conversation with a dude, we talking about dumb dude shit like LeBron or whatever the fuck, and he was like, yo man, you a good looking dude. Appreciate it, brother. Yeah, LeBron had a fucking triple double tonight. Now, if we talking about LeBron, yeah, LeBron had a triple double tonight. And the nigga look at me and be like, yo, you got a fat ass, bro. I'm like, you're gay.
Check this out though. I think it borderlines culturally too. Cause I've seen white dudes embrace each other.
Oh my God! White
dudes embrace me, and I'm like, I don't feel another way.
In college, I think white people compliment each other's dick.
Yeah. White teammates in my locker room that have done that. White dudes, to me, they grabbing the man's dick. They're like, come on, can't put your baby on me. I'm like, bro, why you?
Dude, that's a baby's leg.
I wish it was a white dude here, so I can understand.
That's a very confusing thing.
It borderline cultural.
So look, my conclusion on this topic. My conclusion on this topic. Oh, I was going not even just the topic, but the topic we were just talking about before the actual topic.
Nigga, say it.
All right, so my conclusion is, if you're a man and you like having sex with men, then you're gay. Yeah. And if you like,
that's not true.
God damn it!
No, we're not about to go into that debate. No, because what I say is right. Because I said my conclusion. That's how it works. So, in conclusion,
false information.
In conclusion, yeah, I mean. We've all been there. Well, let me see. What is the actual question? We just went on a whole tangent.
Have you been harassed?
In conclusion, sexual assault is real, and the Me Too, Men Too movement is real, and we should all be, like aware of that, and it's just getting harder and harder to communicate with each other nowadays. I'm not gonna lie.
And things are getting real difficult, man.
You come to the house,
real like.
Are we having sex?
Things getting real complicated.
You like putting the condom on? Are you?
All these damn labels and shit.
This is complicated.
I'm one of the most tolerant people in the motherfucking world.
I video everything.
Hey, side note: if you want to learn more about, watch Pose on FX.
What is Pose?
I was gonna get into that.
We're gonna get into that later. Pleasure, bro.
We're gonna get into that later.
You gotta watch it.
Pose?
What's it called? Pose.
What's it called?
Underground culture that's been alive for a very long time.
Yeah, we got a picture, bro.
I watched it twice.
Underground culture, ballroom scene.
Is it like low key dudes or something?
No.
I don't know what that means. It's a gay community ballroom scene.
I'm not
push up.
Don't mess up these cameras I just set up.
In conclusion, we're going to move to the next topic.
We are. but Pose, the gay community for years had the ballroom scene, so underground community where people have, like, let's say you get kicked out your house or whatever, your real house because you was
because people weren't accepting the gay.
Right, you're going to a gay family where
because people think like y'all.
Hey, let's have categories.
I just don't like gay people who don't admit to being gay. You know what I'm saying? It's like
because of people
accept yourself.
The world
accept it. Like fucking gay.
It's not that simple. It's not that simple. It is not that simple.
Because some people's families don't accept it and all that shit.
Yeah.
Watch Pose.
That's true.
I'm not gonna watch Pose.
You should.
But LA soon in LA, straight dudes, we gonna have an underground.
We're gonna be the minority.
We are the minority.
Like you said, if y'all eat meat, the minority.
Let me wrap this up for you all. Sexuality is a spectrum. That's all you have to understand. It's a spectrum for women. It's a spectrum for men. You don't do the same. You a straight man, and he's a straight man. He's a straight man,
and I'm a
and we give one down one straights too. What? But each and every one, sexually, each and every one of us.
So gay men don't like to become gay anymore?
We do. Listen,
is that offensive?
That's what I'm saying.
No,
I wasn't saying nothing about being.
You making a.
You can call me a gay man because I'm a gay man.
Right.
However, you don't know if other people.
If I see a dude with a fishnet shirt,
that doesn't make him gay.
Oh my God, that doesn't make him gay.
He might be a rapper.
So do you see? Exactly. So if you see a nigga dressed in a jersey and some Timberland boots, does that make him straight? Exactly. That's all I'm trying to say. Like you don't.
Generalize it across different spectrums.
Big facts. But this is why Opinionated is important, because straight dudes and gay dudes don't have this conversation on a day-to-day basis.
Exactly.
We do that.
Just opened up the mind.
This is me and my straight best friend do.
But I still think
me and my straight friend.
Look, man. We from Texas. I said this before.
Pierre's open.
It's gays in Texas, but they stay hidden. No. It's like one out of.
Have you been back there?
They not hidden. You just got to look for them. Have you been looking?
When I'm here in high school, we had a graduating class of 2,000 kids 2 of them were gay. But it's like I'm
openly. Let's say openly gay.
That's what I'm pretty sure. 2 of them were openly gay.
But you did air quotes around gay. The funniest thing
I said, because it was like, all right. Because like a lot of other people were probably gay, but they didn't.
Yeah, what's in the comment section?
You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God! The comments are nuts.
Like, let's give our platform.
I was talking to my
Jesus Christ.
If y'all have any questions,
I'm offended,
or comments or concerns,
I'm upset.
Or topics, comment them right now, and we will talk about them at the end of the
Why is it only complicated for cishet males, yet not for
Y'all niggas in
lesbians?
these labels that I don't understand.
It's these social norms that men created.
I don't even think it's the same thing I thought it was.
I told y'all what it was.
Cisgenders and cisgenders.
Cis means that you was born the sex that you identify as.
Yeah.
So you
you
was born a man and you say you're a man.
Cisgender. Well, why can't I just say I'm a man?
That's what I was telling you earlier. Just say men, because you was like women and gay men.
Women and gay men.
But I have to specify.
Exactly.
Men hit on him.
Oh my God, you finally got it. The light finally clicked.
But if I say
the light, it took an hour.
Let me go back. So if I just say, yeah, a man hits on me, the man was gay. No, I might as well just make it easy for you.
Because when you say gay men, you making us think that you know he's gay. But when you
I know you're gay when you say I got a fat ass. I'm pretty positive you're gay. I've never had a straight man say I got a fat ass.
You don't know whether they straight or gay. There are gay men that ain't never said anything to you, and there's probably more straight men that hit on you than gay men.
And they don't realize that.
No, they don't realize that. You wanna know why? Because the moment he hits on me,
he's gay.
Facts, bitch. Next.
You out here assaulting people? You out here assaulting my community?
Assaulting? I don't understand.
The same rhetoric y'all using is the same rhetoric these women use that y'all offended on
when they think that my community jump on people.
When they think
I gotta stop jumping people. That's fucked up.
You know I got a
we the straight people don't jump people.
I got a cute taser.
Barbecue your ass.
Give you the electric shock you need.
I see
clear. Barbecue.
Y'all gonna get me beat up.
It's like A&E machine.
Clear. By some gay dudes.
I didn't say
I mean some men.
Right.
Y'all prefer other men.
Y'all gonna get us beat the fuck up
by some men that prefer other men.
Do you over here?
I don't know. I'm trying to be politically correct.
Gay men?
Oh, I'm trying to be political.
I'm just saying something as simple. All I'm saying is something as simple as giving you compliments word of mouth does not dictate sexual orientation.
Between saying hey nice J's and
I ain't gonna lie, like you saying you got a fat ass, I wouldn't say
they not trying to get it.
Yeah, y'all not trying to get it.
I would really use gay if you
in a sense, hold on, in a sense, because you say
that's the line to me. When a man offers a sexual favor, that's the line. It's like, all right, he's gay.
You step into the room, that's when I say,
I don't gay. Even like I met a lot of people.
Be sexually fluid.
Yo, it's two sides to every coin. It's two sides to every coin. So Louis, you saying they not trying to get y'all not trying to get our perspective.
That's what I'm saying. These are all these are all opinions. Like none of this conversation is a fact.
No, it's not two sides to the coin. It's about somebody being knowledgeable about a lifestyle that they live and trying to.
Yes, you can't just say.
Right, but we have a perspective as well. So just
this is no longer.
You can't say it's wrong.
I'm not gonna say it's wrong.
No, I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm saying you're putting a fact on something you don't know. That's not. We're not arguing opinions. We're arguing facts. You cannot say.
I know when it is.
I can't tell you if I'm not gay. I can't.
That's all I'm saying.
I'm saying
that's like saying
that point.
Basically,
that's not even.
This is what. Let me tell you why. Let me put it in a way that you guys will understand, because all of us in the room are black. Listen, all of us in the room are black, right? We can agree with that. All of us in the room are black. We can agree with that.
I don't know.
So listen.
Maybe I'm cis.
So listen. There are stuff that that a lot of black people do, right?
Right.
So keep that rhetoric in mind.
Yeah.
So you're telling me that there's stuff that you assume gay people do, and you assume they are automatically gay because they do what gay people do.
No,
listen, because a man complimenting you, you're used to only gay men complimenting other men, so you assume that man is gay.
No.
Listen, you just told me that you.
If a nigga says, "Hey, Mike, you got a nice haircut," straight.
But if he says your ass is fat, he's gay because only gay people do that.
I've never had a straight man tell me my ass was fat.
Because soon as a straight man
could tell you that.
But soon as a straight man tell you that, you assume he's gay. Because you're used to gay people doing that. So now put this same rhetoric. Listen. Now put this same rhetoric. Put this same rhetoric with black people. Let's say we all know black people like chicken.
Yeah.
So if a white person comes to you and they're eating chicken, just because you ain't never seen a white motherfucker eat chicken before, you can't be like, that motherfucker is black. Because we gotta be black. Because as soon as a motherfucker eat chicken, you gotta be black. Because I ain't never seen a white motherfucker eat chicken like that. That's the same fucking thing.
That was a great point.
That's the same fucking thing.
Well, even to add on to it, if a white person,
Tell me what the camera for.
No.
But even if a white person was to do it, it'd be the same.
Yeah, you have an excellent point. What I'm saying is, once you offer a penis or a receiving penis,
I don't even like having conversations with men, straight or gay. I don't give a fuck. I can't wait. I'm confused.
Society raised y'all.
To answer your question, why is it that
if a sexual favor is offered, that man is gay because he has.
But why is it that a female can go have oral sex with her female friend and go home to her nigga and she's a straight woman, yada yada yada.
Look. I wouldn't straight.
You was ready. You was ready. I
will say she's straight.
They've been saying it like society has raised us, like you guys have been conditioned. So I have been conditioned to see that female sexuality is very fluid and male sexuality is not fluid. And through my conditioning,
you can't cry, you can't have emotions, you can't take.
That's very true.
You gotta perform every damn day. While white men, not just women, no, you do have to perform because when you're sick, you gotta still go to work.
Yeah, when I go to work, I show be there.
You don't get to go in.
You see me at work. I'm like,
you can't just say I'm gonna stay home and I'm gonna just sleep and get better. You're gonna have to go sick ass to work because you don't have.
I'm waiting for a dramatic moment.
Men don't. Men has been conditioned to always perform.
You did that.
These one of the reasons why men die younger.
Yeah.
Why they depressed? Because they don't have the room to be creative. They don't have the room to do the things that they want to do.
That's why men embarrassing like women and getting famous. What are you talking about?
That's because they stepping outside the box.
That took a lot of turns for them. That's tough though. You don't see that many. You don't see that many women. I wonder. I don't talk about real transgender.
This is what my series is about. It's about us having this stereotype placed on us, and we have to break that conditioned cycle.
But it is not, and I don't want people to think that it's only regarding gay people. Yeah. My biggest thing, there are so many. I know so many men who identify as straight, but because they're sensitive, or because they want to dance, or because they like to paint, there's so much shit that people. And you'll be surprised how many people. But you will be surprised how many people will label you gay, and you're not gay.
I haven't been called gay yet. I've been called crazy. I've been called a bunch.
But it's not fair. It's not fair. It's not fair to
any judgment when I walked in the room.
Yeah, just because you and you didn't do nothing but walk in the room. All you did was walk in the room. That's why so many gay people want to be friends with me, but they don't want to be gay by association.
I used to be fair.
This nigga does have a satchel on though.
So that's gay. Because I don't wear a satchel, nigga. And I'm gay.
Nigga has a satchel.
No, but man, that's real. That's a good point though. You know, I walked the room and he's like, "Oh, you must be Lewis's boyfriend." I was like, "What made you think that?"
Somebody said Cam needs to be behind the table.
It was the sad trial. It was the sad trial. It's we black people, especially black men. We cannot perform like everybody else. They will not let us. We are block fighters. We can't even cry. You cry, you get online and cry, you're gonna be every bitch in the book.
Yeah. You ain't gonna get no
online and cry.
You ain't gonna get no.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck though. You don't hear, but you still are subject to that backlash because of other people's ignorance. You know? Okay. Next topic. Next show. That was a fire. Next topic. The Supreme Court sides with a Christian baker. The Supreme Court has ruled in favor of a Colorado baker who refused to bake a wedding cake for a gay couple because it violated his religious beliefs. What is your opinion on the topic? I'm going to start with Cam.
I mean, Colorado just became a king. I'm looking like what? Like, no, nigga ain't got to start it. We need to start this shit. He saw everybody getting excited on Facebook. I was getting Cam a shot. Cam is cool, but he is chiming in there. Like, and are trying in niggas. Keep it straight. We are the hosts. We answer the questions.
That's true. I'll be honest.
All right, get back.
Let's start with Mark.
Let's start off. Man, I don't even remember the question. No, what was it? Goddamn. All right, so the Supreme Court, since I'm going to answer this question on our show.
Answer fire to that ass. Go ahead, answer the question.
Yeah, man, I feel like it's fucked up. It shows how conservative the Supreme Court is because they're willing to rule in favor of this, but they're not supporting black people. And that was all. What was it the other week? They're taking out of arbitration or some shit. I forgot about the details. So it's like it's insane that how the Supreme Court can take this ruling. But I'm on the fence about it as well because it's like, what can they do to this place? Because like every business has the right to serve who they want, who they please. You know what I'm saying? So it's like if I don't want to bake a cake for a gay dude, it's like, all right, well, you're just not gonna get our business. But it's like, and I don't want to do it for. Yeah, how does that even work? Like it's the same thing. It's the same thing. Like it's the same thing. It's like we had the civil rights movement. People just know it's fucked up. But at any time, I'm like, is there anything in the Constitution that can be like, yo, there's nothing in the Constitution be like, yo, you know, we not serving black people today. You know what I'm saying? It's like
it's more of a moral thing.
Yeah, it's more of a moral thing. So it's like, you know, like that goes with Supreme Court being conservative needs to change.
I think the Constitution says that you can't discriminate. I think sexual orientation is the only one that's not in the Constitution.
For real?
Yeah. So that's why they got away with it. But the fucking Constitution is extremely outdated and it was written by a bunch of racist asshole white people. So we should just get rid of the whole fucking thing. We should throw the whole goddamn Constitution out and write a new one.
Get Obama to
pin that. We shouldn't do it.
Get Obama to pin that. Yeah, Obama to pin that. We need the Cochran kids.
Yeah, we shouldn't write a new Constitution until this nigga gets out of office.
Me, Jay-Z, and Beyonce.
Oprah's gotta be there.
Gotta have Beyonce there for the women.
Oprah's gonna be there for the women.
Oprah and Beyonce. You're right.
We don't need Oprah.
What? You don't need Oprah?
I think we need her to end this mother commission.
Honestly, bro, we need Oprah to buy the country. She can.
She was just representing all black people church.
It's just like, cause like I'm torn. It's like if I think with logic, the Constitution says or it doesn't say that you can't discriminate against gay people.
But the Sexual Morally Act of 1964 says otherwise.
Morally, this shit is wrong. Morally, this shit is wrong. But our outdated, fucked up ass Constitution doesn't have an issue with it.
I do want to make a statement and say that this ruling is a case by case situation. Right. It does not, and it's a tricky thing too because we all know basically like if this case comes up again, they saying that person or those people that's filing the charges will have a chance to win the case. The thing about it is that this case is on record, so it's more you can always reference this like and be like, well, he got away with it, so how come I can't get away with it? And it's going to be a domino effect and a chain
that
effect.
Makes sense.
Everybody's being able to discriminate. The thing about it is that when you have these businesses and you working in these professions, you serve the public. me, I'm a professional therapist, and it's in our ethics code where it don't matter if you're a pedophile, whatever you disagree with. So if I'm a straight therapist and I just disagree with gays or whatever, if a gay client walks into my client that's gay, let me correct myself. If a client that's gay walks into my office, because the person comes first. I'm not gonna call you gay without calling you a person.
So we call each other black men.
Listen, it's just better that way. It's better you treat the person. You call the person by their name first. The person, or let's say John, who's gay. John, if he comes into my office,
it is fucked up to be like gay ass John.
Gay ass John in the building.
But think about it, because it's a lot of it's a sensitivity thing when it's your relative. So think about it, like if you got a kid, they got a toy, they be like, oh, that autistic ass child, or that whatever. But when you say that child with autism, it softens the blow, and it's more.
You eyes to that.
That was a good point. It's more respect than a kid, because you identify the kid first. But back to the topic, the thing about it is that my whole point about it is that, like I was saying, if I have a client, no matter what they identify as, whether they're a pedophile or whatever, I still have to treat that client, and I still have to perform my job. So you open up this shop to be a baker, and you're baking a cake. Despite what you're putting on it, your job is to bake a cake for whoever you choose not to. I understand that religious is a part of it, but we all have our religious beliefs in our profession. If somebody come to your job and you say you don't want to do something, you fire it, I'm fired.
It's his bakery.
And that's my argument.
That's fine.
My argument is, okay, even though I don't agree with it, I understand. No, I'm saying even though I don't agree with their judgment, but I understand why he won this case. Yeah. It is his bakery. It is his shit.
Yeah, exactly. Like if you don't want to buy your house, it's like.
My thing is, when things like this happen, we literally, like, why even fight? Like, you don't want my money? Bitch, there are 50 million other motherfucking bakeries out here. I will go find someone who likes my little gay ass, who gonna make the best rainbow motherfucking cake, make the best motherfucking cake.
That's gay. I think it's principle. I think that's why it's in the Supreme Court. And when you have a conservative, if the debate was already conservative just because of who Trump, Merrick Garland, the people he put in place on the bench.
But the bench is conservative. But the Supreme Court judge, America. But the judge who ruled in this case also approved the LGBT rights.
See, here's where
gay marriage.
As a
so we can't even say it's the judge. It's just.
It's fair. I love, like, people can call me trolls and everything, but at the end of the day, I love being fair. Like, even though I'm gay, like, I don't have to be like, you have to, like, I understand it's your shit.
Right.
I understand it's your religious belief.
See, here's you take your money out.
It's peace.
There you go.
As a people, this is where we had the power, like in a sense of like checks and balances. So if the government fucked any of us over, because I believe we're all equal. As a straight man, if that bakery was in LA, that bakery's never getting a
shut down.
It's shut down.
That's what happened. It's shut down. The power was that bakery. If that was in LA, that bakery wouldn't even be. It wouldn't be an establishment anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
He wouldn't live in LA.
He took a hit because this did happen. They just ruled this happened like a year ago.
But you can't go to McDonald's with your shoes off.
He been took a hit though.
We can all of us could literally get together and be like, cool, you want to discriminate against one of us? It doesn't matter because
that's how boycotts happen. That's basically what happened. Boom.
That's how boycotts happen.
But Muhammad Ali, what you was basing on, Muhammad Ali did a video, and this we posted on Opinionated. Follow Opinionated show Instagram. But basically, his whole rhetoric was basically like y'all want to include yourself and stuff. Like, what if this, like he was saying, like the guy wanted to sit down for a milkshake. He was like, what if he's spitting in it? He mix it up. You wouldn't even know that he's spitting it. Just take your money somewhere else. Stop trying to fight for inclusion. Sometimes you pick your battles. You know, like if you fixing my food and you don't want to fix my food, okay.
Do you really even want to eat there?
Exactly.
Like we want to fight to eat at a place that don't want us to eat there. Like, do you really want to?
At the same time, like, but then you say open up your own establishment. You try to work on your own establishment. You don't have those problems. But at the same time, stop trying to include yourself in these people establishments where they don't want to be bothered with you and just open up your own. But that's all I got to say.
Well, you said Martin Luther King said this.
Someone said in the comment section, at the end of the day, it's a business. If he had not even known the couple was gay, he would have no issue. Your job as a business, again, is to provide goods and service. That's blatant discrimination, and I have an argument towards that. Every business, no matter what type of business it is, you have protocols and all types of shit. Just like you said, as a therapist, in your ethic code, it says you can't do all this. However, when you're the one that created the motherfucking business, and you say this is a Christian company and we don't open on Sundays like Chick-fil-A, fucking
I ain't never stopped eating.
You ain't doing like if it's a Christian based company. So his whole ethical code or whatever can be all Christian shit. Like, I only want to do Christian shit. So if he got to make a cake with two niggas at the top of it kissing, and it goes against his business, his whole business ethical code, like, everybody here is, first of all, everybody here comes after Sunday service and get a piece of cake and shit. They don't want to see you in the background making a rainbow cake with two niggas at the top of it. I totally understand.
If that's your religious preference, I hope God is gay. And when you die, you're going to be really disappointed.
People gonna get to him. God gonna be like, I created you the way I wanted you to be. You didn't have to. He gonna be like, I never told you how to yourself. You didn't have to act like you're being all this shit. Yeah, like, where you get all this?
I just gave you a hole. Yeah. Okay. I just fill them up.
One of my commandments is not to be gay. I don't understand.
Next topic. Let's discuss.
Want to make babies or not?
Next topic. Let's discuss. Have you ever experienced a mental breakdown or struggled in silence with a mental illness? How did you cope? What advice do you have for anyone who may be struggling with similar issues? I'm going to start off with Mike.
Did you look at me?
Yeah, I
like to hit everybody out.
You're a quarterback.
I'm being shady. I'm telling Mike, but I'm being shady because I'm trying to.
Okay, I feel you. Great. Just be difficult.
I deal with stuff all the time, man. Like, I'm fresh out of a depression, if we're being honest. Most of my set last night was, well, not most of my set, but the end of my set last night was PSA on depression. And we got to get better. Like what I said last night, depression ain't just some shit that happens to Kanye West. We got to get better as a society talking about mental health issues, talking about depression, because the shit is way more common than we give it credit for.
It's way more common.
Yeah, we got to stop acting like, oh, this nigga's depressed, so he's crazy.
You gotta help each other.
You know what I'm saying? We gotta stop being like, oh, you depressed. Like, people, it's crazy as fuck. And even I didn't really understand depression until I went through my first depression. Because everybody's been sad before. Not everybody's been depressed before. And if you've never been both, you don't know the difference. You know what I'm saying? People don't understand the physical element that depression is. Like, how it literally takes everything out of you, and you wake up in the morning and you feel like shit. And you just like, fuck it, I'm not doing anything today. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you wake up and your first thought is, fuck, I woke up. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's a real bad feeling when you wake up in the morning and you just
don't want to be here no more.
You just like, yo, like,
it's like
it feels better when I'm asleep. So I'm gonna go back to sleep.
No, my bad. I'm saying that. Go ahead, keep going.
Yeah.
No, I was just like relating to you on that. It's like, it's fucked up when you actually reach the thought, like, man, maybe death is better.
Facts, bro.
Because like it's way easier than life. You know?
Facts, bro. I literally, I'm laying in my bed one night and I'm just like, yo, man, like, if it didn't hurt my mom, fuck it.
It's like,
I would make the decision, decision to be like, fuck this shit.
It's like, I don't like, you know, especially like struggle with religion and all that. But it's like, that's all different. That's a whole different topic. But hey, man, depression is real, man. It's like, I feel like it's more likely happening now because like left and right people are getting it simply because we're just more distant from each other as people. You know what I'm saying? We all on Instagram showing these highlights of our lives and shit, but nobody knows what's really going on, so everybody feels so alone.
Yeah.
You know, so it's just, the more distant we get, the more depressed people will get because, like, we all trying to sell facade, you know, but nobody knows. You know what I'm saying? Back in probably like the 80s and the 70s, you know what I'm saying? You had a problem, you went to go have a beer with your boy. You know what I'm saying? Like, people get depressed now, they just get on Instagram and see everybody like, oh, I'm having such a joyous life. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, and you're just looking at it like, man, why isn't my life like this?
Exactly. Like, you sit back and you scroll and you're like, man, I'm doing something wrong.
Yeah,
but it's like, these motherfuckers
they ain't got shit figured out either. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's what I feel like the more we get apart from each other, you know what I'm saying, the more depression like sets in amongst Americans, period. Like, whereas like we're built to be communal. You know what I'm saying? That's how men like came up, like before the times of even social media. You know what I'm saying?
Look at your grandfathers and your uncles and how close they and their friends are. Like exactly. People in that other generation, they're super close.
It's like people had to find each other. They're like, yo, I'm gonna go. Remember, like when we was little, we had to go ride our bikes to our house. Yeah, like you see all the bikes out front. Like, oh yeah, everybody here, my niggas here. You know what I'm saying? Like shit like that don't happen no more. You know what I'm saying? I mean, not that we don't ride bikes, of course, but I mean, it's like people are just so distant from each other.
Well, I mean, I think I haven't been through depression, but when I first moved to LA, I kind of battled something like this because I moved out here for a goal. I want to become an actor, and my support system is no longer in place because I moved to a place where I really don't have a built-in support system. So once you realize that it's kind of just you on your day-to-day, on your own, and you're dependent on your success because you moved out here.
Right.
I'm saying you can be depressed anywhere, but I say a lot of times when people move to LA, I think LA has a way of humbling you.
It does.
Like it has a way of knocking on your door as soon as you get in. And like, hey man, rent's due. I just moved down to 16. And you start to realize that
life is real.
It's real.
Yeah. It's like LA like walks up to your door and it's like, you're like, hey, by the way, none of this is what you thought it was going to be.
I'm going to speak on Beyonce.
That's our next. Hold on.
We're going to it. I know.
That's our next topic.
It is. I just want to like go on to like. I know we're going into LA.
I got it. I got this one.
Oh, no. I was going to speak on like because like right now we just talking about people moving to LA. It's like
we'll get to that. But
we still got to answer.
I want to ask a question about depression real quick.
Go ahead.
Because during in my depression, like I'm a very like analytical person. Like I think about things deeply. And I came to the conclusion, and let me know if y'all have dealt with depression, if y'all feel the same way about it. I feel like depression isn't so much sadness, and it's like a complete loss of hope.
It's all of the above. It's a diagnostic criteria that compose depression. It's not just one thing. You got to have multiple of those things in order to meet it. So you can feel hopeless.
You can feel like it's a physical feeling, like it's high stress.
Right? Then it's
like something like your heart is ripped. You know
what
I'm saying? It's like you can't think straight, and you just try to put on this mask.
It's the mental that affects the physical.
And black folks, we definitely got to get better. We definitely got to get better because we suffer so fucking much just because we won't open up about y'all follow me, all y'all follow me on Instagram. So when I was going through my shit, like I was dealing with it, and I posted a whole statement in my Instagram story, 2-page statement about depression. And it made me feel so much better to open up to Instagram, which was weird.
Just opening up I feel like conversation, period. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but as black folks,
you just talk to people.
Black folks, we gotta stop being like, yo, you weak if you sad.
Yeah, exactly.
Like that's bullshit. And that shit ain't helping us go further. Because a lot of our issues come from just pain. As a society, as a culture, a lot of our issues come from just pain. And if we just open up, it is systemic. But if we all just opened up, as two black men, if we all just opened up and was like, listen, brother, I'm in pain. And the other brothers say, yo, I'm in pain too. Let's have a conversation about our pain without being like, you a bitch for being sad, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
I feel that.
But I'm going to take over this. I know a lot of people that have these disorders or disabilities or whatnot, and a lot of them say that they don't have a support system. I myself have a diagnosis of bipolar disorder. And the thing about it is that I knew from a very young age that I was like up and down. I'll put it that way. But I didn't want the diagnosis. I did not want that to be attached to my name. I did not want it. I'm like, this is going to affect everything I want to do. I even thought about going to the academy one time. Like, I can't have this. I just refused to have the diagnosis. And the thing about it is that I come from a big family. I have 10 biological siblings. 9 of them are alive. I have step siblings that I grew up with. I have a mother, a father, a grandmother, nieces and nephews my age. I have a support system. I got cousins. Everybody rooting for me. That's one thing that I have. But I felt alone, and I felt like nobody understood me. The thing about it is that I got so many family members that has a mental disorder. The thing about it is that it affected me to a point where I damn near lost everything. Like I damn near lost myself, and it became so obvious that everybody around me was like, "Oh my God, like you struggling with something." I'm just like, "No, I'm not. I'm steady putting on this facade, steady wearing this mask, this persona," to the point where I ended up writing a message. And I got on my phone and I said, I'm going to write everything that I ever that I know that I've ever done that relates to bipolar disorder, and it was like some shit that people will never even know that I like knew that I have done. But I wrote it in a message, and I said, okay, I'm gonna press send, and I sent it to
open up.
It's like I had to. I'm a Scorpio or whatever, yada yada yada. But it's hard for me to express myself. I deal with stuff internally. I'm like, okay, I can deal with this. I get it. But it was the moment where I had to give it over to other people. And what happened was that I sent it. I put all my siblings and my niece in a group message, and I sent it. And I sent it to all of my best friends. And it was like, oh my gosh, you dealing with this? It was because it's like it's the real thing. Like people think that bipolar is just up and down, depressed, anxiety and stuff, but it's a lot more to the diagnostic criteria that you will be surprised that people do. So with me, I had to open up, and then I started going to therapy and stuff like that. It helped for a moment, but honestly, I had to really dig deep and find coping skills because I began to like contemplate suicide on an everyday basis.
Hey, how do you go get diagnosed with bipolar? I'm interested.
You go see a therapist.
That's it.
You go see a therapist.
I'm gonna go.
Not a therapist. A psychologist.
I'm gonna go.
So
I'm gonna go see if I got.
But then,
I can give you.
We gotta stop being like.
I know
the therapy, man.
Listen.
I'm about to start
what's therapy for me.
Listen, hold on.
I didn't get to share how I dealt with
Hold on.
You did.
Hold on. 1 second.
But yeah, so I just talked about it.
I opened up to people and I allowed people a view of my life. And even after I opened up to people, I struggled with it even more. But I was able to still communicate with people like, hey, this is what's happening, this is going on. And my family was really supportive. But after going to therapy, for me, I didn't feel like it was helping me. I felt like I was going and it was helping for that moment. And it was like, okay, this is a dose. You got to, by the end of next week, I got to come back. You know, so it's like, it just kept feeding me. So I wanted to end it all together. I wanted to get rid of all of my symptoms, just live a functional life. So what I did is, and this is the truth, I turned to Mariah Carey. And it was a moment where I was manic. I was so manic. And I was in my room and I was just like going through it. And what that means is like I was crying, just hysterically, just knocking shit over, like just really going through it. And it's this Mariah Carey song that came on, and it's just like, boom, it made me feel better. So
music does that, bro.
Every day for 2 years, and all my friends can attest to it, even you all can attest to it, I play Mariah Carey every morning to jumpstart my day. And that's what makes me feel better. That is my therapy, you know. So you have to just find what works for you, you know. Also getting rid of certain foods and, you know, exercising, all of that stuff played a part in my whole life. But
I felt like I had a unique way of dealing with it. That's why
what's
I
shit.
So like honestly, like what I did was like I'm a Pisces, so like you always bring it up.
Pisces.
So I like
that's my shit.
The depression
I'm a Pisces.
Like honestly, I felt instant depression because I grew up a lot and I always would move. So I just felt like I couldn't connect with people. And so every time I move, I always put on this facade. Like I was like, but I was like, in the beat in my mind, I was like, I can't even be friends with y'all.
Yeah,
I'm gonna leave. So I can't get too close to y'all. So I just like resorted by myself and started making music. But recently, I got through it. I mean, I kind of went back and forth with it a lot growing up, but like recently, I got off of it. Was really just like I wrote a whole album. Like I wrote a whole album of music that I never released. It was really literally my struggle through depression, like throughout the whole thing, because like I just write and create and just like push it out. I was just in my room, emotional, just like recording shit, like making beats, doing whatever. You know what I'm saying? That was just an outlet. Music's always been a therapy.
Like that. I feel like that is the best.
Yeah,
just put it out there. Exactly. It felt so good. And then like on top of that, like what really did it, like what settled it for me, was like changing my environment. You know, like when you were around, like I was in Houston and I was just sitting in my room. I lived in the hood. I was like depressed about my third ward. You know, I was living in the third ward, bro. I had a hole in my ceiling. I was like, "Where's my life?" Like I just broke up with my girl.
Hole in your ceiling.
Yeah, it was really bad, bro. I was really upset. I was like,
and you was in the trade?
Cause like I was doing pretty good, and then shit happened. Like I just ended up fucked up situation. Like I was living with somebody. And like we got kicked out. It was weird. It was weird, but that's a whole different story. But I was going through a lot of shit, and I was just like, man, you know what? Fuck this. I'm going to LA. You know what I'm saying? So I just went out here and just like I'm used to being by myself, so that doesn't bother me as much. But it's like now I'm like
for a long time you was the only child.
Yeah, it's like I changed my environment. When I changed my environment, it just gave me more shit to do. Versus instead of just sitting and just wallowing and shit. I feel like if you just stay active And like, especially when you stay active, like even doing shit like Opinionated, it's like I made new friends. You know what I'm saying? Like you take acting classes.
Just,
you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You go do shit. You just get around people and communicate and build relationships.
That's important.
No, go ahead, Mike.
That's important because
I'm like, go.
So,
No.
I said what I said was important.
It kind of what's names. It kind of bounces off what he said. Because like I was talking, it was like 2 days ago. I went to Ryan King with a friend, and we just sat there and we talked. We didn't talk about depression. We didn't talk about sadness. We just talked about like life and society, etc. And yah. And afterwards, I was like, yo, we need to stop being so defensive when it comes to depression. We need to be on the offensive. We need to do more things when we're feeling good to prevent depression.
Feeling bad.
Yeah. Instead of waiting until depression hits to be like, oh, we need to go have fun. Have fun every day.
Exactly.
And try to, keep that
enjoy
shit
what you do.
And have tunnel vision about your own life. Stop being influenced by other people. Like
exactly.
We talked about that.
Once your self-awareness.
We talked about that.
So and that's basically what I was. That was basically what I was gonna say. Because so my bipolar disorder went public a long time ago. So
and I want to say something. I want you to respond.
So it went public a long time ago.
But let me chime in before you finish. I wanted you to respond before I said what I was going to say. I didn't want to throw you out there, but. When Pierre became vocal about his diagnosis, that was the moment where I said, if he can do it, I can do it.
And that's why it's important.
That's wrong, Pierre.
And I realized that I had to.
If my friend can do it, I can do it. And that's the reason why I.
And it's weird because I knew this dude in college, and the shell.
Yeah, it's just
it was a shell because I never even I was just like Pierre. Everybody loves Pierre in my mind. As far as I
don't
know,
feel that way sometimes, right? Like,
Yeah,
even I love him, and I grew to love him. He made me grow to love him. So
he's a story.
I'm thinking he's good.
So my diagnosis, like it affected everybody due to the fact, like my friends, they didn't want to hang with me. Like I used to be like up sometimes, but sometimes, like I think y'all, like it was times where y'all called me the thief of joy.
But you got somebody else. But you the thief of joy.
The thief of joy.
But you
they called me the thief of joy. They said, like even now I still, you still can tell. Like Mike was like, damn Pierre, who shitted in your Cheerios? And I'm like, give me about 10 more minutes.
Down.
I'll be up and
like one day Pierre be like, And then he's like,
because I get it. I get it.
So
I thought he was just hungry,
but that's why part of it too.
So I do have swings, but it's okay. But like y'all said, like how y'all overcame it. But the first step was literally, I know it's cliche or whatever, is admitting it. Once I went to a therapist and he told me what the issue was, my life has changed ever since because now I know what it is and I can control it and I can check myself and I can be like, get the fuck out of the bed and go do something. I knew something was wrong with me because I had Kate Spade committed suicide today, and she's rich as fuck. And this is how I knew something was wrong with me. Because I kept thinking all my problems were related to money or anything. So I would always like try to fix problems. But then I was at the point where everything in my life was okay. I had a good boyfriend. I had a job. I had so much money in my bank account. My car was good. Everything was aligned. And I wanted to jump off the 405.
That's what it is.
I did not want to be alive. And everything was okay with me. Everything.
And in my era of like,
so that's when I knew, like, what the hell?
I was making $150,000 a year, living in NoHo in a $3,000 condo, driving a Porsche, and I was depressed. The worst I ever been. Everything was in order. I couldn't find no problem. It was just.
It also comes to the loving what you do, because just like we say, like get into things and doing things. It's like you said, like you was getting depressed because you probably wasn't doing what you want to do in your life.
No. Listen.
Because I remember you was talking about that.
No, I've been doing psych since I was young. I've been a therapist for a long time. The thing about it is that I came to Los Angeles to be a therapist. I'm doing exactly what I came here to do. It wasn't for no reason. It was literally for no reason. I examined my whole life, and that's when I knew. See, I'm a therapist, and I did therapy for hundreds of people, adults and kids, and it's just like I knew what it was. I just could not. I want to separate it. I'm like, nope, not me.
It's just like, so 7 months ago, at my birthday, November 1st, I came into my birthday homeless. I was sleeping in my motherfucking car for like 3 weeks.
LA do that for you.
And now,
LA will do that to me. LA will do that to you.
Now, 7 months later, I got my own spot. I'm doing stand-up shows. I'm doing this show. I'm fucking doing commercial auditions and booking commercials, and I got everything that I thought I wanted, but the human condition of always wanting more will fucking drive me nuts.
Because of the illusion that you are faced with. Like, we had this conversation when we sat down.
Seems like somebody has more.
Yep. Like, I basically...
us wanting more.
What opened my eyes to the scenario...
That's what I'm saying, social media.
That'll kill you.
What opened my eyes to the scenario was that I was doing therapy for a known person. And basically, I had this image in my mind that this person lived this type of lifestyle. And when she started to break down her lifestyle, she's like, I don't live in LA. I'll make y'all think I live in LA. I live here and I pay this amount of money for rent. And I'm like, wait a minute, we all up here trying to
be you.
You living like me. You living like me.
That's hilarious.
It opened my eyes. I'm like, oh my God, LA is an illusion.
It's all illusion, bro. I'm about
Give
to
up.
say LA.
I say, be comfortable. Listen, this was in Vegas and fly to LA and drive to LA.
Vegas is
cheap
cheaper to live.
Everybody basically in the comments are crying.
And
like every single comment.
Really?
And they say if these conversations were happening more in our community without the shade and judgment, our people would be so much better. And someone said, thank you so much, Opinionated.
And that's why Opinionated needs an Emmy.
I'm not even trying to get more followers here.
It's prime time.
Like, I'm not trying to get more followers here. This ain't no plug, but y'all know and y'all can contest. My Instagram stories are consistently just talking about mental health issues, depression, and since I opened up, like, that's one thing people don't understand. Like, when you open up, not only are you helping yourself, but you might even more be helping other people.
And that's when,
so my DMs have been flooded with, yo, bro, thank you so much for this message. Yo, you're helping me get through.
And I'll be wondering, like, when was y'all gonna say something? I'm sitting up here thinking I'm alone. I'm up here, I'm finding the courage, like, fuck it, I'm just finna tell everybody. Everybody like, me too. Hashtag me too. It's like,
no shame. I was staying with Pierre for this era when I first got here, and it was just me and Pierre in the house, and I'm just like. I'm like, TT, listen, we gotta have this conversation.
I know they talked about me behind my back.
We did.
Pierre has a mental disorder.
We had to call the power out because I'm like, okay, listen. Because I didn't know Pierre. I didn't know him like that to be like, come here, let me talk about your business. Right, let's talk about your business. But I'm like, TT, we gotta have this conversation. And we had it, and then that was the moment where everybody had broke down and cried. The whole house had cried because nobody had even knew it. Nobody had even knew that.
I just remember just tripping out because I was just like, Pierre? It's like, really, you have to know him in college to be like, dude, we barbecues, parties, I see him smiling all the time. So, to see that message go, I'm like, wow, you just really never know what someone's going through.
Yeah. And as humanity, we suffer from an issue where we think we're all so goddamn different. But we all want more. We all want money. We all want unconditional love. We all want comfort. We all want these things. And when these things are missing, it affects us all. So to sit here, so he's like, yeah, I might have all of this, but damn, I fell in love with a woman who doesn't love me. That hurts me. But for some reason, men, we can't fucking accept the fact that other people are in pain. Other people are in pain, man. People are hurting. And if you got somebody that you know is struggling, give them a fucking hug and tell them, hey, things are gonna get better, B.
I feel that.
I lost a best friend. I know this is a topic going on long, but I lost a best friend that I was friends with since high school. We was friends for 10 years. And the thing about it is that I have this friend where like even me and Pierre, I feel like me and Pierre out of all of our friends, and even TT too, but more so Pierre, we the type of people that like, we are there for everybody. And we don't really require people to be there for us. But for certain things, it's like people overlook our problems. So it's like, I feel like a lot of people might feel that way. But just like, I had this best friend, but like, every time, I always said, like, I could be standing at the edge of a bridge getting ready to jump off, and all I need for him is just to recognize my problems. And he'll always make it about him. Like, oh, tell me why this happened. I'm just like, dude, I'm calling you because I need to vent. Right. What's happening?
You know who he is?
TT?
Yeah.
He do know who he is.
He said, yes, this show needs an Emmy. I just need the tears. Come on, Mike. I know you got it. Get us that Emmy, Mike. Get us that Emmy. We need that tier. We need them tiers.
All we gotta do is, upload that on the morning.
It's hard for us. Listen, me and Mike, I'm not gonna count you out, but I know me and Mike are crying behind our eyes. It's just that it's hard for us.
We need to stay up. We need those tiers so we can get this Emmy.
I'm good now. Right now. I'm good. Like the last couple of days, I've completely got out of depression. I want to use my platform and my.
I got some lithium at home that all of y'all are.
I got some
free to have.
We don't. I would not recommend drugs or alcohol to cope with mental illness. If you need to cope, you can always call me. My number.
At the Opinionated Show if you need
or watch motivational speakers.
But we're gonna post the suicide hotline information on our Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter page.
I heard Logic song.
The suicide hotline is now slide in them shits.
I don't know the number off.
But
1877.
It's just the Logic song. Logic.
We're gonna post
It's
it.
the biggest song.
We're gonna post it. Next
it.
time.
You and I alone.
Since we've been talking about LA all throughout the show, now we have a topic on it. Now we just gotta, restate our comments. But basically, after this is our last topic of the night. If you have a question, comment, concern, or topic, please comment in the comment section, and we will answer it right after this topic. Basically, the last topic of the night that we came up with, as an LA resident and a person that is in entertainment, because you are all in entertainment because this is entertainment. What advice do you have for aspiring stars who are looking to relocate to Los Angeles and follow their dreams? I'm going to
start with Mark. Mark, tell them niggas to get a job.
Stay at home.
Get a motherfucking job. Niggas be coming out here too proud to get jobs. I hate that shit so much. It's like, bro, get a job, get some kind of, or a hustle. You gotta make some money. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be able to, because a lot of people come out here, they don't want to do that shit, and they end up going home because they don't got no kind of financial backing, or you get a sugar daddy or something. You gotta figure out how to make some kind of finance. Like, I want to be the guy to push a job on you, because everybody don't want to. Like, you have a hustle. You know what I'm saying? If you do photography, you need to know graphic, and you need to learn how to make some money.
Generate wealth.
If you're not an entrepreneur, get them.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't gotta generate wealth off the bat. You just gotta pay your bills so you won't have to leave, so you can stay here and do all those things. And another thing that I found important is a lot of people don't write their goals down. People come out here and like, so this is what I did. When I first got out here, I was like, all right, so I'm gonna move to LA. Like I told you, I was combating the depression shit. It's like, all right, I'm gonna get involved as much shit as I can because I want to get my mind off of this shit. So it's like, so I wrote down a list. These are things I want to do. You know what I'm saying? This is where I want to go. You know what I'm saying? So I first got here, got a job in the studio, took an acting class, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? You got to write down, because like, it's best to start where you want to end at and then just break it down. It's like, all right, so how do I get here? And just work backwards. So I feel like, because if you do that, that alone will keep you out here. So in them times when you feel lost and you're just like, man, what am I doing? You just look at, because I literally have a composition book. I call it, every year I make a new one. It's like 2018 war book. So I just write out, this is what I'm doing, this is what I have to do this month, and I make a huge list, and then I break it down by the week. And then like from there I break it down by the day. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like just being organized and disciplined and just like stay focused. You can get lost in these hoes too. And women, you can get lost in these men. These niggas.
That was what I was gonna say about making money. Don't be scared to have sex for money. If you don't wanna get a job, you gonna be out here getting lost.
Get that money.
You gonna be out here getting lost in hoes.
No girls that do it. So.
I
can hook you up, man. Experience like
I know. First of all, men get paid more.
Oh, why you think I'm
get paid more?
Why you think Why you think I'm always free?
Dude, never get hella offer dudes that are gay. Oh, be giving hella offers to do some crazy stuff.
Look at that progress.
That makes no sense.
Dudes. This is gonna be a long time too.
$1,600 a night you can get for like an hour.
Right. But all seriousness though, make some money. Have a plan.
That's what I charge. I don't know what y'all gonna charge. Y'all new to the game.
If you stop encouraging people to hold themselves. All right, we don't want no more Harvey Weinstein like incidents to hear about in 30 years. All right, so
what's gonna happen?
You know what I'm saying? Try not to hold yourselves.
If you got paid for it,
but if you have a skill,
and you pay for it, you can't.
But I feel like doing it for free is hoeing yourself.
Yeah, that's as consensual as you can get.
That is
pay
true.
somebody.
That's true.
Okay, let's go to Mike. Let's go to Mike. We're going to Mike. Let Mike.
Shit's
guys.
So like,
Nah.
so one thing you gotta do before you move to LA is humble yourself. You're not about to live. You're not gonna live like you live back home
Is this Mike topic?
in LA. No.
He's like,
Nah,
No, it's real shit going on.
Because like I see this shit on a day-to-day basis.
Day to
Like,
day.
I've been
so,
working out.
Big game. I talked to this one chick a while back when I first moved out here, right? She lived like somewhere in West Hollywood. She paid like $1,400 in rent. Didn't have her own room. She shared a motherfucking room. And this is why I'm talking about humble yourself, right?
She paid 80 and
She,
call me.
I paid $1,200. I live by myself out in the valley.
Right.
But she had to live right off of Sunset. So she's paying $14 and she's sharing a motherfucking
That's
room.
just insane.
Humble yourself. So I'm in the car with this chick because she didn't have a car, so I had to go pick her up. Big facts. So we driving and she like, yeah, I'm thinking about getting a car soon. I was thinking about getting a Mercedes. A Mercedes? Bitch,
you ain't got no room.
You ain't got your own room. So
Y'all sharing a twin size mattress.
yeah,
bro.
So a lot of people fail out here because they just fail.
You gotta hold yourself like it's a dorm, bro. When I first moved out here, I stayed in Airbnb for a month, and then after that, I stayed with 3 people in a studio for like almost 2 months.
Don't humble yourself that much.
I saved up money. She let me save up my money, and I ended up getting my own spot. I mean, I still got roommates, but I have my own room and all that shit.
Nigga, I had 5 roommates in my first year, but that made me able to have my own spot in my second year.
Exactly,
you know what I'm saying?
Bro. You gotta humble yourself. That first year is tough.
Yourself.
Listen.
And hoeing yourself. I'm sorry y'all came out financially prepared. I definitely came with $2,000.
You're always financially prepared. The Bible says God gave you the ability to generate wealth. God provided.
I didn't hold myself. I got a job.
My second point.
I only work 3 days a week now.
Second point that I want to make is like for like artists that are like going. I posted this on Facebook today, so it's crazy.
A job that is.
Yeah. For people who are like, for artists who are like going to college and they taking the college route and then they want to move to LA, don't major in your art. I know I majored in my art. It's not about being talented anymore. It's about being able to sell yourself. Major in marketing. Find a way to be good. There's way more ways to be good than the college route. Don't put yourself $80,000 in debt for a fucking theater degree that's going to make you a teacher. Get a marketing degree so you already have a step forward. Still take acting classes or whatever it is you do. I'm just personalizing it for me. Still take classes on the side so you can be good at what it is you do, and now you're good at what you do, but you can also sell yourself.
I like that one.
But when I said something about selling yourself, I was wrong.
You're selling yourself physically.
Don't sell your body or your soul, but sell your talent.
I'm selling it all. I'm selling it all.
For me, when I first came here, I had to just make sure, because I came here for a specific purpose. Like, I wanted to be an actor, entertainer, filmmaking. That was my whole point of moving to LA.
That's another good point.
So I had to set up the situations and meet the people ahead of time. So when I was, I go do stand-in work in Louisiana because all those guys just flew out to Louisiana. And they all live out here.
Didn't work for who though, brother? Go ahead, good.
You said watch it. You said this. Oh, you said
yeah, because you look like that nigga. I always call Cam
just
Giselle.
meeting those people and networking with them.
That's not gay, is it?
I did the same thing.
Thank you.
I did the same thing though. Like before,
I don't want you to think I'm gay.
Appreciate you. I did the same thing though. But before I moved out here, I mean, I do a lot of things. Like I knew I could get a job in the studio. I was like, I want to get a job in the studio. So before I moved out here, I literally called every studio that I was interested in. Going like a year before I even moved out there.
Yeah.
Like, I went and got hired at the studio. Like it was a lot of famous people there. I can't give out names and shit. I went and worked at the studio because I sent them an email a year before I even moved out there. And like I checked it while I was working there. I was like, damn, it's still here.
Crazy. That's for sure.
And then I came out here and I showed up in in person.
You should have replied to yourself just so you would
feel good. I came in. When I first moved here, I came in with a fucking resume in hand, suited. I walked in that bitch like, hey, you know what I'm saying? I've been sending emails.
You should reply to yourself, nigga, you made it.
Nigga, you in here.
It's done. It's done.
I knocked it out of my check. I mean, like, it turned out, that's nothing, LA. You need to be open to doing new things.
You need to be malleable.
You need to be malleable. Because, like, when I first got here, I was like, all right, like, I want to be, of course, I want to be this nigga. I want to be a rapper, singer, songwriter, blah, blah. I was like, but I'm really good at engineering, so I'm going to work in the studio. And I was like, I'm going to do this. And after a while, I was like, bro, I do not want to work in the studio as an engineer. Like, I didn't notice how much time it would take up. So it's like, you know, I'm trying new things, you know, to get my name out there. And it's just like, you know, I'm on Opinionated. And it's just live as fuck. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta be open. You gotta
move to LA. You gotta be malleable.
You know, we always hear about people that. Sorry to cut you off. We always hear about people that always wanted to do this and they do it. But there's also so many people that wanted to do something else, end up doing this, and now Michael Jordan didn't he want to really play baseball? They like, nigga, no, throw that ball in the hoop. I'm telling you, he like, no, I want to play baseball.
Jamie Foxx, exactly.
Want to be a musician, right?
Want to be a musician. Came out of this stand-up comedy.
Shit, Will Smith, he's an amazing actor. This nigga wanted to be a rapper, even though he was the first rapper with the Grammy. Nigga, I think he's a way better actor than rapper.
He didn't even want to jump boards for that.
He became an
actor. Chris Brown being a singer when he wanted to be a rapper. Chris Brown is such a dope ass rapper. Like, such a dope ass rapper.
Yeah, he can spit too.
His first CD was a rap CD. He was like 13 or something. His name was like Lil C or some shit.
I moved to LA. I wanted to be an actor. Never in a million years would I ever do stand-up comedy.
I ain't lie.
I'm a fucking comedian. I do this shit. All kinds of shit.
I ain't lie, bro. I've done like it's so much. It's such a like stand-up comedy like will pull you in, bro. Like I've done fucking a few open mics myself. It's just like it's funny.
Oh, y'all funny niggas.
Didn't think I'm making that funny money. Nah, but it's like it's just like you just gotta be open, man. LA is fun as fuck.
That's how I was with hosting in college, man. Like I was like, I ain't never. I was like, I gotta do this. I gotta get on this. It's a different kind of energy, dude. You see people react to you live, and that's all like theater. Like I did a play in Houston. Like it's just a different energy when people are feeding off everything you do in the moment.
That's wild. Yeah, it's like when I do concerts and shit, when I do shows. That's being on stage, period.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, when I get on stage, I'm more. It's more time. What?
Take a couple shots, jump up there, try to remember all my words, and then we kill it. No way.
One interesting thing about my experience here, it was the worst transition from Chicago to Los Angeles.
Why?
For me, it was because I had Section A.
Killing out here.
So I had Section A. Shut up.
These LA gas.
No, actually it is. You know, South Central wasn't all that piece of cake anyway. But I had Section A when I left Chicago. So transitioning from there to here was like a worse experience. Basically, it was a gap period where I had to find a place, couldn't find a place. So
that's everybody.
But when I was living in Chicago, I was working as a therapist, and then I got a call because I was applying to jobs while working there. Like I'm gonna move to LA. So crazy because they end up calling me like, oh, come for the interview. And I'm like, I don't did that yet. These niggas' addresses. So I flew here for the interview. Flew back home, then flew here for a second interview, flew back home, and then they're like, oh, we want to hire you. I'm like, okay, pack my shit up and leave. So I ended up...
What came with the job?
The job was set. I ain't had nothing else set. The job was like, you starting
to he got a tough transition.
So, it was because I didn't have a place to stay. And I didn't know them like that. Like, I really didn't know them like that. So, like, I'm going to come stay with y'all. So, what was crazy was that I was sleeping in my car, like everybody else. Like, I'm going to just do it. Right. Left the two-bathroom condo in Chicago to sleep in my car.
It's humbling.
Right. So, I'm like, I'm doing it. I'm no fuck. I'm like, I washed up in the gas station, and then
I watched at the gym.
I used to watch it
at the gym. Complex. No, I'm selling this booty.
$1,600 for an hour.
Prices.
3 out of the 5 people in this room have had to shower at the gym. You gotta be open to fucking struggling.
I live
in Clubhouse, dude.
I live in West Hollywood, that Brand Melrose. You know what I'm saying? I'm walking distance from all the cool shit.
My first apartment out here, I moved into an apartment. I stayed with somebody for 2 days. It was a friend from college. I stayed for him 2 days, but I had money saved up, and I moved into my apartment. apartment, so that was a year. TT moved out here, so then once my lease was over, we moved into a 2-bedroom. And my other best friend moved out here, so once that lease was up, we moved into a house.
I moved in for like 5 weeks.
And we let him stay for like 5 weeks for free. As he got his coin up, and now he's still paying me back to this day. My transition was pretty smooth. It was more a cultural thing, like
mine was smooth too, though.
Being a big fish in a small pond versus just coming to LA and just being a fish. It ain't even a small fish, it's just a fish, nigga.
I'm a freaking right past you.
And also in LA, bro, like if you're coming from more a conservative state like us, you know what I'm saying? You gotta realize that you're gonna live in LA, you're gonna have gay friends. It happens.
You're gonna open the fuck up.
Because like when I first got here, it was a culture shock to me.
You gonna have straight friends.
It's like, get this, like,
but that's how, what people don't understand is that's how the world's supposed to be.
It's supposed to be. But it's like,
I said
some places
the South is 10 years behind.
The South is behind, exactly. But it's like, so
Atlanta somehow got 10 years ahead.
Atlanta is only this piece.
But not Georgia.
You're right.
That's where Atlanta was.
You step
when I first got here, it was like around Halloween time, and I was like, my friends was like, well, not even my friends. My friends were visiting, and they was like, yo, let's go do something for Halloween, blah, blah. And I'm like, I don't know what to do. I Googled some shit. Yeah, I went to the parade in West Hollywood, not knowing that West Hollywood was the gay capital. This is before I knew. Right. I went there, so just imagine I go there. I'm like, oh, okay, it's a naked dude. Okay, it's another naked dude. Like, okay. What is going on around here? You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, it's rainbows and shit, and all the ads. It's just naked.
Y'all have to come to Pride with me.
No, sir.
And support me, and I'm gonna be the MC. I'm hosting Pride. I'm hosting Pride.
First of all, talk about after your story about being sexually harassed in the bathroom while you getting your dick sucked.
At Pride,
I'm not going to Pride. You ruined it.
I would be cool to go to Pride.
I gotta be on stage,
and there's so many women out there.
It's a lot of women. My thing is, I want to be on stage with you, and I want you to pull women. You can do up to.
Don't discriminate.
I need to pull some women up there for me. You know what I'm saying?
That's not gay. So you gotta discriminate.
That's bisexual.
That's bisexual.
That's straight women that go to these things. Like,
but you said pull women. Young MA up there. She gonna bring you over.
Hey, nigga. Like, whoa, nigga. What is this?
But no, let me say this though. I always tell people when you come to Los Angeles, when you step off the LAX, you're gonna watch people that's gonna fly back home. But when you step off the plane at LAX, hit the ground running.
Hit the ground running.
Don't be out here trying to entertain all these people.
These people don't give a fuck about you, bro.
They don't give a fuck about you, bro. They don't care what grandma doing. They don't care about you.
Don't get fooled into that shit.
Listen, hit the ground running. Do what you came here to do. And at a certain point, if it's not working out, it's okay to go back home and regroup.
And if you meet genuine people, bro, hold on to them, man.
Exactly. That's the most important thing that's been said.
And you always gonna meet genuine people when you first get here. That's the gag too. When the people that you meet first are the most genuine people. For a lot of people, of course, it's not.
I had to like somewhere to guide. So
it's different for you. Your perspective is different because you came out here and you knew people out here.
No, everybody's position is gonna be different. I don't want to make that for everybody. But
here's the thing: when you move out here by yourself and you don't know nobody, you're gonna try to attach yourself to certain people because you like, oh, I need friends.
That's true.
Because I don't give a fuck how secure you are.
Right.
Moving somewhere where you don't know anybody, every time you meet somebody, if they're a little bit cool, you like, yeah, we friends. We friends. Yeah. I'm not cool with nobody I'll fuck with.
You know, I'm a good. I can judge character really good, but no, my experience.
I'm getting better.
Everybody I met within the first 3 months of me living here, I still know. I was like everybody I met after that 3 months. It's been like
I turned like a little film, like people that I made films with. So I grabbed them and like I never let go.
Like people who I have productive relationships with. Like you build
my professional.
Like we're friends because you know what I'm saying. It's like we came together like yo, let's do the show. We did the show. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like people who you build shit with.
Exactly. Because they're the ones that's really.
Issa Rae said, "Don't network up, network
sideways." But you got some friends that just want to chill off.
And I have people that literally keep trying to like network with motherfuckers that don't know them. And the crazy thing is, if you're up there, you're literally up there with the people who network side to side. Like when I'm famous, like think about. This is what I always tell people. Think about the people. Think about the people that are A-list stars. They are literally A-list stars with the people who were poor with them. Like when we become A-list stars, we're gonna be like, I used to produce my show. Like, yeah, I know that nigga. Like, we was like, and that's how it is.
Look at Ryan Coogler.
Right.
Like, don't come out here thinking tomorrow you meeting Beyonce and you gonna be riding with her.
People really
right for the little bitch that moved out here the same week you moved out here and write all her fucking songs. So when she becomes
a hierarchy, either because those people be feeling like, oh, like you owe them something. But I feel like, well,
exactly.
If it's like we all hungry, everybody's hungry. Everybody was trying to.
I mean, me and Lil be texting back and forth all day. Like, I got this idea, I got this idea.
Exactly. Exactly. It's like work with people who are like-minded and want to achieve shit because people above you. I mean, I'm not gonna rule them out. You seldomly get somebody who will be like my boy Mike. He has a mentor. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that has to naturally happen. You can't just be be super thirsty out here. Like, yo, this nigga.
They gotta offer it
because they gotta offer it.
Exactly.
Once these circles close up. Like once your name gets up and they close up, you're done.
Exactly, bro. You gotta create your own circle out here, bro. Like create your own den of wolves. You know what I'm saying? You don't gotta depend on these people up here. Yeah, we went over time, so we did. This is a good conversation going on.
This is a good show for a 10-12 show. This is a great show.
I didn't know it was a season finale. You know,
that's how you do it in TV. All right, guys.
It's full of
producers.
That surprised the hell out of me. Like season 2, we doing the same shit.
Same shit. No break, nigga. We ain't taking no break. We ain't taking off for nobody next.
So that was the season finale. If y'all gonna be here next week,
we got changing the format. Or nothing, season 2, same shit. That's right.
We just want to break it out. At least get a new logo or something. Like,
change y'all next week.
We're
gonna paint this house.
See y'all next week.
Season 2, I'm sitting with a white bitch.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Season 2, we sitting.
Okay, who are you niggas?
Big fella.
Follow me below, right there at the bottom. Teacher 2 masters, 1 ID.
Yeah, let everybody know.
No, that's my Instagram.
No, I know. We know.
It's a master's to whatever to PhD, but it's a side D or whatever.
I am actor, comedian, and feeler of emotion. Michael Devon Blunt.
AKA.
What emotional
ass bitch, baby. Hey, make talent matter again, man.
And I am rapper, singer, songwriter, artist extraordinaire, Mark Hayes.
And closeted emotional ass bitch.
No, I'm emotional. You listen to my songs, you will definitely hear. That's ladies man, I try, but Michael's he's the
brother, chill out.
I wish. Man.
Are you still with the 3 episodes ago you were trying?
I'm begging the bitch.
That's why we press everybody think I got all these ladies.
Oh, she don't want to be your girlfriend?
I don't know what the fuck she doing.
I told you hashtag emotional ass.
Like the girl you want never wants you.
That's how life is.
I don't know what y'all going through, man.
Life is
fucked up.
That's the only reason.
I used to be that guy. I used to be fucking up a lot.
I was fucking up a lot.
Unnecessary headaches for myself.
Thank you guys for tuning in. Tune in next Tuesday with a brand new show.
Season 2, bitch.
Yep.
Oh my God, I gotta go. She's got my soul. Just gotta make it home to my lady. Just gotta make it home to my lady. Oh my God, I gotta go. She's got my soul. Just gotta make it home to my lady. And the devil keep on testing me, oh my. But the Lord just keep on blessing me, alright. I tell her no, I got control. Waiting at home is my lady, with the burgundy Mercedes. You know I'm tryna hit it daily. She say treat me like a lady.